Good morning. Can you guys hear me? Obviously, I could hear myself. Dr. Fair, thank you for the presentation. I'm going to make this very simple. Your voice is only as strong as your contributions. That's just the end of it. And before I start, I want to mention the importance of the Alliance. We wouldn't be where we are without our family members and our spouse. We wouldn't. We wouldn't have the support. We wouldn't have the life we have. And we wouldn't have the security that we need and we feel. So thank you very much for the work that the Alliance does, and thank you for having me here today. I'm going to speak from the heart. I sort of prepared, but not really. So I'm going to say whatever I feel like. Rich knows that's how I roll. Okay. So before I start, I'm going to recognize my spouse, Loanne in the back. And this story wouldn't make any sense if I didn't introduce Laura right here in the front. She went on the Harry Potter ride with us yesterday, and she's a little dizzy, but I hope from last night. So when you hear dental insurance, what do you feel? What kind of feeling are you getting from these words, dental insurance? What do you feel? Rich, tell us. What do you feel when I say dental insurance?
Heartburn. I think it's an incorrect term. Right? It's a dental benefit, not a dental insurance. That's how I feel about it.
And how do you think they've treated us dentists and patients in general?
That's what we
Those are all customers. Slaves.
Yeah.
I'll make sure Mo doesn't say anything else other than that for today. It gives me anxiety. So Loanne runs the operations for my practice. And when she mentions dental insurance, it brings me anxiety. Because there's, the following sentence after dental insurance is never something positive. Loanne never tells me, you know what? Honey, guess what? They wrote us an extra check this week. She's always telling me, something got denied. We've submitted the X-rays 300,000 times, and I'm not getting paid for the 3 hours I was just sweating in the operatory floor. So anxiety is my word. Okay, I don't know what your word is, but remember, you folks are all leaders here. So you represent your constituents, and their emotions are important. And if organized dentistry is going to be relevant, okay, if it's going to be relevant, then you need to care about your constituents' feelings, emotions, what their needs are, not just their wants, their needs. And if you lose that, then you're irrelevant. The ADA is irrelevant. Those of you running for president, you guys are irrelevant. Okay? Irrelevant. Wow, those are harsh words. I'm going to get kicked out after this. With Mo, of course. Let me tell you about MLR. So, Mo and I did not invent MLR. Okay? MLR, the Massachusetts Dental Society, have been working on MLR for several years. And as a youngling, I would go to Beacon Hill Day, which is one of those days where we would raid the Capitol building, and we would go in and meet legislators, and most of them won't be in their offices. And then we will be told, sorry, I'm loud, so it's cool. We will be told that it's just as effective if you talk to the aide. It's okay. Okay, we should keep telling that lie for a little while, because or else nobody's going to show up on those days. We've gone in year after year, and our bill, just to know what the data is on medical loss ratio, just data. All we want to know is how much are insurance companies spending on direct patient care versus private jets and lavish dinners. We just want to know the data. That's all we're asking for. And guess what?
You wouldn't get it.
Forget that. It would be put to study. Do you guys know what put to study means? It doesn't mean that they're spending the night reading about our bill. It means it's put to sleep. But I was always told, Abe, it's okay. It was a successful event. It's been put to study. I did that for years. I really did. I tried my best. I take off work because that's what I had to do. I'm Abe. I guess I should introduce myself at the beginning, but it's not too late. It's okay. My credentials and who I am is up there, but I'll tell you who I really am. Okay? I'm a wet finger dentist. I love gold. I do all my second molars are gold. I'm trained by the Tucker Institute, if anybody knows what that is. I place amalgams still. I'm awesome at endo. I'm great. I can place implants. I've spent a lot of money on my education. A lot of money. A lot of time, because I love it. I don't know why I love it, but I really do. My patients are my family. I know who's having a kid, not going to have a kid. I know where who's having marital issues between the spouse and when that insurance thing's going to come to an end. And I have to decide who's going to be my patient after the divorce. Okay, these folks are my family, my staff. We are diverse. I do not have a diversity and inclusive institute within my practice, but we're diverse. V is from Vietnam. Loanne is from Charlestown, but she's from Vietnam too. Romina used to be my patient, this beautiful young lady on the right. She came in one day and she said, I lost my job. She was my patient. And she said, I lost my job. I'm really, really depressed. And I said, do you want a job? And she said yes, and she's been one of my most loyal managers for the last 7 years, okay? Gene there, he's from Haiti. He couldn't even speak English when he came in, and I don't understand how Loanne hired him because I think we were desperate, and he ended up learning English, and he's been with me for 11 years now. These folks are my family. I love them. And when we think about insurance, we think about compensation, it trickles down to them. And if I can't sustain my practice, I can't pay these folks. And when you can't pay and support your family, and you're the leader of the family, then you're failing. Okay? So that's who I am. I am on CGA. My boss, Jessic, is right here, and he's one of the greatest bosses. He shows up regularly and buys me ice cream. So he's one of the best guys you could ever find. Sorry, I just like to keep this entertaining. So. This is the roadmap of the ballot initiative. Don't worry, I'm going to break this thing down, all right? So I can tell the story completely. There was an author to this ballot initiative. I want you to find the author. Who thinks the devil's the author? This was directly from the files of the insurance companies. So my friend, the author, is an immigrant, just like me. He's from Egypt, and he used to help his family run a motel business. He's an orthodontist, and this is where he gets in trouble. He sued Medicaid 4 times, and he won. You guys can clap, it's cool. He's the author. And without this author, we wouldn't have the medical loss ratio ballot initiative in Massachusetts. I'm going to focus on what happened afterwards, during the period between March and August of 2021. So the author gave me a call. He's smart. he realizes that organized dentistry needed to play a part. He couldn't do it alone. So he called me and he said, Abe, I got this wonderful idea. We're going to change the nation. I'm like, oh God, this call it's one of those guys. We're going to change the nation and we're going to have an MLR in Massachusetts. I'm like, okay. He's like, we got to get some signatures, about 80,000, and we're good. I said, Mo, this is great. This is a lovely conversation, but we'll talk soon, okay? So I called my buddies at the State House, and they verified that he got 80,000 signatures. I'm like, this nutcracker really got 80,000 signatures. And he spent $1 million. Crazy, right? So I liked his baby pictures much better than his adult pictures. So Mo calls me and says, Abe, you're the vice president, you're the entering president of Massachusetts Dental Society, and you're in CGA of the ADA. What are you going to do? Organized dentistry must act. I'm like, okay. So I'm the organized dentistry guy, I guess. Challenges. So step one was to build a team of visionaries that were willing to take risks. And I thought it was going to be easy, right? People are going to jump onto this. I mean, we started a revolution, holy cow. And Massachusetts, we are the revolution. But I heard, why should we trust you guys? Good question. Why? We can't take such big risks. The one that gets to me is careful. They're going to get the both of you. So I was raised by a single mom. I worked hard to build my practices. Getting me scares me. Really does. I mean, your whole entire life. You know, an audit, an inspection. I was scared. And I wasn't scared just for me. I was scared for my family. And we need to be honest about these things. Right? And he should be scared. I mean, they already targeted him once. Right? But he wasn't scared. I was scared. So I sat down and talked to my mom, and my mom said, you know, if you're doing the right thing, you should keep doing it. So I was on board, but selling this to my colleagues was difficult. It wasn't easy. Selling it to the organized dentistry folk was difficult, and these were my closest friends. People that I believed in what we believed in. Mo had a team, the Committee on Dental Insurance. Dr. Chase, Dr. Riscala, Dr. Brown, and the last dude, I can't remember his name.
Dr. Petrosino.
Thank you. He's texted me this morning, but I just can't remember. So he had a team, he had this thing set up. I didn't have a team at that point. But I call them the A-team. I got a team together. Troublemakers, all of them. You know, you watch the A-team, you know, they pick up your team member from prison and all sorts of places. That's where I got my team. Christine Grazioso supported organized dentistry and then became one of the biggest critics of organized dentistry. Jeff Lowenstein, this guy's out of control. I still can't control him. Rich, you know that, right? Hannah wanted to get into dental school. She was my attorney's granddaughter. And I wanted her because I think she could TikTok. She could TikTok. Jill gave up organized dentistry. She went and she started her own organization called the Alliance of Independent Dentists. And I'm still trying to convince her to rejoin the ADA. So yes, I got the Mystics. Because they had no fear, they don't care, and they were to get the mission complete. What do? Call our colleagues. So Mo and our A-team you know, our whatever team, whomever we got, we would have like weekly, monthly meetings and said, call your colleagues. We need them on board. We need them to understand that this ballot initiative is going to happen. We need to tell them if one of us sinks, we all sink. If one of us gets in trouble, we all get in trouble. We'll do it. We had Zoom calls. Look at my hair. I mean, I just took off my surgical cap. I look like a monkey, you know. And look at Jeff. I don't know why he has that straight face, but it looks dangerous. Jill just looks bad. I was going to say the second word, but I won't say it. And then there's Mo. There's only half his head. That's okay. We reach out to our districts and our neighboring states. You see that guy in the middle? Looks kind of familiar. And then the guy on his right is his replacement. They listened to me. They may get in trouble too. But they were dumb enough to listen to me. They supported. And they did what they needed to do very early on. The 2021 President-elect Base Camp. Any of you familiar with that? Yeah? That was an instrument. I was able to reach all the president-elects and the vice presidents, incoming vice presidents, across the nation anytime I want. And I could target any single one of them, call them. And I have to say that this allowed us to spread the message from local to national. And they all wanted in. All of them. California. That's Corinne over there, just in case you can't recognize her. Carlisle. We've heard a lot of things about California lately. You guys know what I'm talking about. But California was my best friend. They were there. I was at a kitchen table, I won't tell you who I was with, and they said to me, Abe, how much money do you want? I'll give you more. Whatever it takes. That's California. Whatever it takes at the kitchen table. Sounds like a mobster movie, but I guess that's how we do business in California, right? Corinne was always there. During the darkest times. She was. We had a joke, you shouldn't be seen with me too close for it during those couple of months because you might get in trouble.
Don't start your car.
TikTok. I'm so sorry. I was going to play a TikTok video, but we need to get the message out. And we had to use what we needed to use. And social media was my friend. We went out there, we had our guys. That's Jill, and then Christine. Jill's got her alliance flag in the back. I told her she can do whatever flag she wants as long as she gets the mission done. And then there's Christine. They went on social media, they went on interviews, they put out the message that organized dentistry must support this. Yes, we did that. Bob D's here. Bob D's an instrument for the dental profession because he gets the message out. There's nothing wrong with doing this because if you do not resonate your message, if your heart, your soul, your conscience does not resonate with your members, then who the hell are you? Who the hell are you? You're not here to represent yourself. You're not here for the breakfast. You're here to represent your constituents. You're here to represent that dentist that took 3 hours to get that tooth out and he's sweaty and at the end of the day he's not getting paid because guess what? His claim got denied. Those guys don't care about us coming here, having our meetings, blah, 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 blah. They don't care. They care that, listen, they just want a good life that they earn. They earned. We're not giving them a life. They earned this life. Government Affairs, CGA. Anybody know Mark Vitale? Mark's my friend. I'm outing people. Mark allowed me to submit the first financial proposal to the ADA for money. And we needed innovative, open-minded committee chairs. Because if everything is no, then the ADA is going nowhere. I tell you, Gesick is one of those guys. He's not a no guy. He's ready. You give him an idea, he's ready to implement. That's Linda. Linda was the liaison to CGA.
At that time, I think Linda was running.
You what? Sorry?
I know her.
You know her? I know her a little too. She'll pull me by the side at a meeting or a party and be like, Abe, you gotta calm down a little bit, but we're gonna get this thing done. I can't tell you what happens in those executive sessions, but we're good, bud. I'm like, what does that mean? I need to know. I've got Mo on the other side giving me a hard time. These are my friends. These are your friends. These are people who believed. I'm showing the list of people who believed. Brett believes too. I don't want to get him in trouble, but. So, we are, as we got closer to March, February of 2022, we were really worried, we were scared. Because we didn't have much money still. We weren't getting much traction. And the money Mo put up, we've used it up pretty much, right? I was scared. I was really scared. What is going to happen? Then, breakthrough. The MDS PAC, and this is why your PAC is so important. Independent expenditure. $100,000. The MDS PAC acted before anybody else. $100,000 is a lot of money. Now we've got some monies for advertisements. Listen, you can't advertise whenever you want to advertise. Okay? You've got to acquire those slots way in advance. And most secretly, he didn't tell me at that time, but he bought $1 million worth of spots. I think he was trying to put the fire under my feet. And I got a call, I won't tell you from who, because I don't want to violate anything here, that we got money from the ADA. Oh, yeah. I got some advance notice. Okay? And that was important. So what does this all translate to? And Dr. Gary Oyster. Anybody heard of that guy? That sucker gave me $100,000.
I know.
$100,000. Could you believe this? I bought him an ice cream. I really did. At the CGA meeting, I'm like, thank you so much. Dr. Oyster, here's an ice cream. I really appreciate it. So now we have hope. Right? We're armed with hope. Hope is powerful. Hope is what got me here. Hope is what your new dentists all have. They're hoping to have a good life, a fair life. That's all they're asking for. Right? What do the new dentists want? Hope. That's it. They want hope. So now we got the money. Now we face the enemy. False advertising. Employers likely changing dental coverage benefits. Your premiums are going to go up. Your benefits are going to go down. They are weaponizing information. But we just got the money. So our team sued them. Cease and desist. They played dirty. We got them to cease and desist. When's the last time we beat the insurance company at anything? This was the first time I saw hope. We were going to win. Because they're getting desperate. If they're playing so dirty, they know something I don't know. Unfortunately, I do know. And that is we're going to win. We did not build an effort. We did not build a program. We built a movement. Grassroots. These are Joe Schmoes. I didn't even know Oliver. I just saw a picture somewhere. Oliver Filipino. This was a Filipino festival. And Oliver's up there with a sign. Vote yes on 2. And his family is clearly disinterested. I mean, look. That's a very awkward picture. Look at the wife and the kids. They're like, we don't know that guy. And this guy on the right, I still don't know who he is. I'm seeing social media explode. It was getting out of control. In a good way. And our patients are coming to us. Abe, what's this question 2 thing? Like, just vote yes, right? It's all good, and Loan's going to take care of you. Kidding, that's just a joke. The movement. It's everywhere. Lawn signs. I was driving into town seeing vote yes on 2 signs. Who lives here? Who's my insider in this town? I was seeing it on news channels. I was seeing random people TikTok. I was seeing my patients. We now have a movement. Organized dentistry has created a movement. I believe. Hope. We're the apple of healthcare. We innovated. Isn't that so cool? So, of the 31 voter ballots filed, in the end, only 1 survived. We didn't win. We crushed it. Right before our victory party, we got a call. They knew they were going to lose. Me and Mo still had to have a party, and we still had to pretend we didn't know we were going to win. Because that would be bad. We crushed it. 72%. We made our members believe again. 49 states gave us money. 1 didn't. And guess what? The vast majority of their board gave us money. Their members gave us money. I felt like a rock star. And all I do is fix teeth. You guys, all of you, I can tell you the vast majority of you in this room, you may have not been early adopters, but you were at the end. You may not have voted to support us, not us, support you, but you changed your mind. You created something that I have never seen dentistry create. You have reimagined, reinvented the American Dental Association. You created the belief in the organization again. And we still do not do enough today to remind our members of what their colleagues did in Massachusetts. Massive Massachusetts win. There were some non-early adopters here, but you know what? When you can convert people, that's power. That is power. So Mo and I, the first time we met in an Olive Garden. Italian. So we decided we'd go back to an Olive Garden to celebrate our victory. Because there are unlimited salads there. And soup. And the waitress that served us needed dental care as well. She's like, you guys, the dentists? I'm like, yeah, we're the dentists. We really reflected upon what happened, because it caught us by surprise. The dream became a reality. The risks we took was absolutely worth it. Why else dream? Why else live? Why else breathe? This is why. So, where do we go from here? Does the dream end? If we get kicked out after this, it ends. We're grateful to all of you. We really are. We're grateful for the individual contributions. We're grateful for the care, the calls, the supports. We're grateful that we were able to convert some of you to believe. We really are. But it doesn't end. The dream doesn't end. This is Rhode Island. We headed to Rhode Island. We're working with different states. We're providing intel, how we did it, how to do it, anything they need. We're there. Mo is part of organized dentistry. As president, I have appointed him as the chair on benefits in Massachusetts. Not everybody likes this, but I did it anyways. We need to bring people in. We need to bring talent in. And organized dentistry will always be relevant. Always will. If we ask, what do members want? Trust me, you guys all know what members want. You really do. They want hope. They really want hope. That's all they want. So thank you for giving me this time. Thank you for believing in what we all want to believe in. And thank you for giving hope to the next generation. Thank you.